The US is shaking up the global AI landscape with tough new export restrictions on advanced chips and AI technology. Now, the announcement made by the Joe Biden administration on Monday evening. So, what's behind this major move and what could be the implications for Malaysia's AI ambitions? So, let's bring in Farhana Sheikh right now to break it down for us. So, turning to you, Farhana, talk to us about this new AI chip restriction. What is this all about?
Right. Thank you, Cynthia. So the Biden administration just announced sweeping new rules to control access to advanced AI chips and technology. So the goal is to keep it out of the hands of countries and actors that could use it against US interests. So the rules actually impose strict limits on the computing power of chips that can be exported. So in other words, they cap how much advanced AI work that can be done in certain countries using US-made technology. So the system actually divides countries into tiers. So some will face tougher restrictions, while a select group of close allies will be exempt.
All right, so talk to us a bit further then. Which countries will feel the heat the most from these restrictions?
Right, so here's the surprising part. It's not just traditional adversaries like Russia, China, or even Iran who already face strict US controls. This time, much of the world will be affected. So only 18 close allies, including the UK, Australia, and Japan, are exempt, and will continue to enjoy unlimited access. And Malaysia is actually not among these exempt countries.
Well, as expected. But I think what we also want to find out is it is mentioned that it's AI chips. But what chips are we talking about? Is it an overall export ban on AI chips, or will there be specific ones?
So it's not all. The focus is on advanced GPUs or graphics processing units. So they are commonly used in gaming PCs, but are also essential for training advanced AI models because they can process a lot of data at the same time. So a good example would be OpenAI's ChatGPT. So they use like thousands of GPUs to operate. So not all GPUs are subject to these restrictions as well. Gaming chips and smaller orders like purchases by universities or medical institutions usually falls below a certain threshold won't be subjected to these export limits.
Okay, so I think we should also bring this closer to home. This definitely affects a lot of countries, just 18 countries which are exempted by this new rule. Bringing it closer to home, should Malaysia be worried about it?
I think not immediately. So it's something that Malaysia should definitely be on the lookout for. But while Malaysia isn't on the restricted list, it's also not a part of the exempt countries or the 18 close allies. So it's definitely something that we should keep an eye on because this means companies here using US chips for large-scale AI projects will face tougher controls.
Okay.
So so far, for importing more than 50,000 GPUs would require a US government license. However, like I said, smaller orders and most everyday use shouldn't be impacted.
Okay.
But the bigger concern actually lies in global competition.
Right.
So major AI tech company like NVIDIA has warned that these rules could slow AI progress in industries both in the US and abroad. Meanwhile, another major tech company, Oracle, has also argued that this move could unintentionally boost China's share of the global AI and GPU market, a risk that could actually backfire.
That's
when
because
it comes to US
when
efforts.
the chips from the US are more limited, countries
Where do you
might
go
turn to other big AI players. All right. Well, thank you so much, Farhana. Of course, it remains to be seen whether the Trump administration will go through with this AI chip restriction. Of course, this is a Biden's rule, so we'll find out on post-January 20th after Trump's inauguration. Thank you so much, Farhana, for breaking that down.